Welcome back. It's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review. Today from Hasbro in their Marvel Legends series, we are featuring Secret Wars Captain America, good old Steve Rogers himself. Alright, so this celebrates 40 years of the Secret Wars miniseries published by Marvel Comics way back in 1984. Man, this really dates me. Back in 1984, I think I was in the 3rd grade. And I do remember getting some Secret Wars toys from one of my birthday parties. And I think this is a really, really fantastic rendition of Captain America. If you're looking for a pretty comic book accurate version of Steve, especially one that dates back to like the 1980s, this action figure might be for you. Much like its Mattel counterpart from 40 years ago, it comes with the lenticular identity shield that we see on the right. I'm not sure if this is a first for Marvel Legends, but we have a completely shattered shield over here. I know we've gotten shields in the past that have been kind of like slightly battle damaged, but I don't recall ever getting one where it's actually shattered into separate pieces, and this is such a cool effect. We have the extra angry head over here on the upper left, and multiple hand options. On the back, when the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four are transported to a strange planet, Captain America is chosen to take the lead in the fighting the ultimate war. Nice comic book illustration on our right. Over here we have the pre-symbiote Spider-Man, a very hard figure to find, or at least for me. We have Cap, the Iron Man, which I think is probably the best figure in the line so far that I've reviewed. It's awesome. He comes with so many fun accessories. We have Wolverine, which is a beautiful rendition. If you're looking for a 1980s classic-inspired Wolverine figure, this is for you. I still have to get my mitts on Titania, and then the Beyonder, the antagonist of the Secret Wars. Here are instructions for how to utilize the identity disc. It just pops open, and you can swap out the inserts. You can either put the generic Secret Wars logo one or the lenticular identity shield. Either one, it's up to you. And let's take out Captain Steve Rogers, Captain America himself. Alright, so first impressions of the figure. Gorgeous. The scale mail on his bodysuit, it's just so clean. The star that's sculpted on it, again, very clean, really, really sharp, well-defined edges on it. You have the two different facial expressions. You have Steve, who's kind of looking happy, and Steve when he's very, very angry. The shield is kind of like, I think, the highlight of this toy. A beautiful accessory, and as you can see, it's completely shattered. Much like most of the heroes during the first Secret Wars, you know, Steve got the snot kicked out of him. Here's the lenticular identity shield. 1 minute you have Captain America. The next minute you have Steve Rogers. For some reason, this one doesn't seem to work as well as some of the other ones. Let me see if I can get it just right. Yeah, it's weird. On camera, it doesn't. The effect doesn't really seem to work, but in person, you can actually see the transformation between Steve and Cap a little bit better. There you go. You kind of make it out right there. There's Steve Rogers. Again, you know, if you want, you can swap out the insert here for the cardboard one with the generic logo. Alright, so this is an accessory that you might want to like be mindful of when you're handling it, just because it has some very small pieces, and it seems like if you lost these, you wouldn't be able to necessarily replace them unless you just bought a new shield outright. So it comes with separate pieces, but the thing is, it's not like you can assemble a whole shield. And I don't remember how the pieces are arranged now. But either way, you get the point. It's kind of cool that they give you separate pieces. You know, so if you want to recreate the shattered shield from Secret Wars, go ahead. But much like other Captain America shields, it does come with the clip on the back. You can either mount the clip around his wrist with the C-clip, which I'm always paranoid about doing. Just because in the past I've always had horrible luck with C-clips. They always break on me. And then you have the peg, which either mounts in his fists or attached to his back. And be careful removing the generic cardboard card here from the plastic tray. It's easy to accidentally dog ear it. So kind of like push back the plastic tray pieces which are holding it down, and it should just slide out. Here's the extra Captain America head. We have Steve Rogers looking angry. Set those aside. This is great if you have multiple Captain America figures in your collection already who match this red color scheme, or any Marvel Legends figure with a similar red. You have different hand options. You have everything from a pointer finger, a C gripping hand, kind of like a chopping hand, another gripping hand. And we have Captain America himself. Really, really beautiful figure. Just look at that. The sculpting is so well done. The face is really, really awesome. I love how he has such a nice square lantern jaw. You know, it really gives him that kind of like tough look. But at the same time, with that certain smile, he's very warm and friendly. But if you want, like I said, you swap him out with the angry head right there, which looks equally impressive. The belt seems like... excuse me. I think the belt floats. Yeah, the belt floats, so you can kind of like reposition it if it's off-center. Or if you want to ride it a little bit higher, you could do that by pushing it up. And I do actually like the belt running a little bit higher on the waist. He has the nice Buccaneer-style gloves. And same with the boots. Very clean figure also with a pinless design. You'll notice there are no exposed pins on the elbows or the knees. In terms of the articulation, Captain America's head swivels left and right. Does look down, does look up really, really well. His arms, standard Marvel Legends articulation. And overall, a really, excuse me. Overall, a really, really fantastic figure. Pardon my cough. I'm kind of like recovering from a cold, so. Yeah, give me a second. This blue is really, really coming off of my camera. There we go, that looks better. Yeah, so it's such a gorgeous looking figure, really well done. The shield, you know, like I mentioned at the start of the video, you can attach to his back. And let me swap out his hand real quick. I'm going to get one of the gripping hands on. Yeah, so there's Captain America. And I do have some other figures in the lineup as well. We have, excuse me again, we have the Beyonder. We have Iron Man right here. And then we also have Wolverine. So I'm loving this line a lot. It's very, very difficult in my neck of the woods to find this in the wild. I had to resort to Amazon to purchase these figures. I've seen some posts on social media that some people claim to have found some of these at Ross here in the United States. So good luck if you're on the hunt for these figures. If not, you know, just try to like purchase them online. But they're really, really beautiful, well done. I think all of these are excellent. With all these figures, I don't feel like I'm getting like a double of an older figure. Granted, the Wolverine does feel like similar to some of the figures we've got in the past, but I love the updated claws. We've seen this before on other figures, And the color scheme is really 1980s Wolverine, especially with the smirk on his face. The Iron Man, again, and this is such a beautiful figure. So many fun accessories. Like, he comes with the roller skate. He comes with the blaster with the smoke effects. Beautiful figure. And the Beyonder, you know, he's the main character of the Secret Wars. The main antagonist. So you definitely need him in your collection as well. Alright, with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.